makes sense. My husband had a keen mind, and he liked to use his hands. And he thought, oh, it would be nice to have a sawmill someday. Wouldn't it be? That would be amazing. I could do anything with the wood I cut up.
Although Thurlow Jr.'s dilapidated barns, scattered with scraps, may look unassuming, the history and passion behind his hobby is inspiring.
I learned that not only did his grandfather and great grandfather had a mill, but some of his ancestors in England they came from. So they had sawmills. I was amazed, not only on his father's side, but on his mother's side too.
When Estelle and Thurlow got married and had their first child, they needed a new house to live in. This is when Thurlow began thinking of trying to mill the wood for the house himself, but the costs were too high. Thurlow almost gave up on his dream, continuing to work his day job, but his ambition would not fail just yet.
But one day he said to me, you know, I was up in the north of us, way up there on work duty, and I found a place that they had repairs. They did repairs on cars and whatnot. In the back, they had an old rusty sawmill. I said, I'd like to go up and see it. Would you like to come with me? I said, yes, I will. So we went in our pickup truck, red pickup truck, upstate, and he went. I waited for him. So he came in. He was so down. He said, no, they want too much for it. Oh, no. I said, well, how much they want for it? Well, they wanted $500 for it. It's a lot of work fixing up an old rusty mill. So I said, well, how much money do you have that you could put on it? I have $250. I said, I want you to turn around and go back and offer the man $250 for it. Oh, he said, I can't do that. I said, yes, you can. That's business. This goes on all the time. Just tell him that you have $250. Will you take it? Go ahead. So he did. Came back. Said he'd take it.
The mill was purchased in 1967, and Thurlow scraped the rust off the mill for days on end, even having to retrofit an old truck belt on it to get the mill operating. Eventually, all the hard work making the mill and house paid off, as in 1971 the family's sawmill business was officially started.
Our son Teddy, every weekend, every time he was home, he helped his father on the mill. And they did things together. Everything, as I told you about building the house, he would know all the tools, and my husband really trained him in that. And it was nice. They had a nice relationship going as well as the business going.
Teddy the Third grew up working with his hands just like his father. He also craved learning and creating, as he would be the co-owner of the sawmill when he was only 14 years old. Teddy and Thurlow would bond over this co-ownership, along with Estelle being the secretary for a short time. Thurlow didn't talk much or take many pictures, but he would randomly make the most beautiful gift for somebody down at his workshop. The Weed family is also grateful for these so-called worn-down barns, because they facilitated so many good times and happy memories for the entire family, all while fulfilling a lifelong dream for Thurlow.
I kind of miss the sawmill sound, but it did its purpose. And at the years before my husband passed away, he couldn't lift. He couldn't lift. He had an aneurysm to his heart in the main artery. So he couldn't lift. He had to kind of give up doing things like he used to do it. It was sad, but he did the things. He accomplished much. And I'm so glad that he did it.